false advertising in the title. There's only one beach and it's at a lake, not by the ocean. There are no bungalows I can remember, and I don't think there are any burglaries either. Hi folks, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kat, and today I would like to talk about Beaches, Bungalows and Burglaries by Tonya Kappes. In the story, Mae moves to a dilapidated camping ground, which is the only thing left to her after her now ex-husband has been convicted of fraud and literally everything she ever owned has been taken from her. She gets to the campground. It turns out to be not as nice as advertised, but then she sets out to fix it back up so it can bring back tourists and then possibly sell it so she can go back to her somewhat old life. She's not there for long before her ex-husband breaks out of prison and turns up dead at the campsite. I would say at least 50% of this book are actually dedicated to befriending the people in town and fixing the campsite rather than the mystery that is going on. But at least Mae takes enough of an interest, not only because she's one of the main suspects, to actually investigate herself. Mae is generally an okay character, but at points she does feel a bit like a blank slate. Like she was just floating through life beforehand and has no real interests or any real knowledge of anything. I don't know whether that's just a thing for the south of the US, but the first time she meets the detective in charge of this investigation, she insists on calling him by his first name even though he tells her it's Detective Sharp. No, she keeps calling him Hank until he says something about it again. And then even when she talks about him, it's always Hank, as if they were on first name basis and close or something, but they are really not. Some of the side characters are more interesting than Mae herself, like the ladies of the laundry saloon. They are quite colorful, slightly eccentric, and just more fun to hang out with, really. It's worth mentioning that one of them also kind of solves the crime for Mae, because she insists that she's seen somebody who pretends they've never seen Dottie in their life, but yeah, so Mae didn't contribute a whole lot to solving the mystery beyond getting a person onto the camping site, really. Mae repeats herself quite a bit when she talks to people in town to make sure that they know she's trying to make up for what her husband did with his scheme that cost a lot of people all of their savings. But then she also changes her mind quite a bit about whether she should keep the camping site or sell it to move on with her life. And that's the other thing, the camping site is supposed to be really run down and in disrepair. Nobody has really taken care of it in years. But then it takes only a couple of days to fix everything back up, and I'm not sure that's how that works. But I've never fixed a campsite, so you know, I've never tried to clear a lake, what do I know? The part that I'm really not here for though is the love triangle I can see in the future between Mae, one of the people living on the campsite, and the detective, and my brain is already checking out of this whole arc because of this. Generally, I wouldn't mind reading more about the eccentric ladies and what else happens with the campsite and how Mae gets properly back onto her feet, but then I really don't want to read the love triangle. Overall, it was a quick read and a fun little cozy mystery, with maybe a main character that hopefully develops some more character and personality throughout the series. You can read it free on Kindle Unlimited. And overall, I think the first book gets this cat, despite the lack of bungalows and burglaries, because there's murder in there, a gun goes missing, but there's no actual burglary, and I remember RVs and a couple of houses, but no bungalows. But, you know, it's really a minor issue. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comments what is your favorite love triangle, if there is such a thing. There isn't for me, but hey, maybe there is for you. Like and subscribe if you want to help this channel out, and I'll be back next week with another video. Bye folks!